Okay, rant number 5. You don't know what you don't know. When you're inventing, making things new, you have to accept the fact that you don't know quite what you're doing. That is the only way to make a leap forward. You have to go in areas of the unknown to find the new invention. The paradox is because it's unknown and you're the first one with the thought or the idea, everyone else doesn't have your thought or idea. And everyone else is not going to believe you. The phrase, it takes extraordinary evidence to prove an extraordinary claim, is what an invention really is a claim on a new idea, is true. However, the sad part I discovered is when you have extraordinary evidence to match and validate the extraordinary claims, it doesn't do much good with believability, and that's the unknown factor. Time always proves it to be true, which is why I'm really not sweating the anti-aging. It's too bad it's not for sale, because FTC and FDA, they can actually seize all my inventing equipment that's used to support the creation of the invention for medical claims. And I'm not going to make a medical claim in a commercial then turn around in the same commercial and say, I'm claiming nothing. That's an integrity issue. I don't do that. I don't go against my own integrity. So we'll leave it at that. I'll go and rant another day about education and invention and how it's very difficult to have an education and be an inventor. Thanks. Oh, wait, I got plenty of time. Want to rant for 5 minutes? Yeah. The messed up thing about inventing in education is that if you're a student, in order to get admitted into a college, you have to give up your patent rights. Nowadays, they've gone as far as, from what I understand, that if you make your invention at home and being a student, the school still has patent rights over the invention because you're still a student. That's messed up. If you join a job, I worked at MCI WorldCom and AOL Tech Support, and I had a couple of great ideas to make my job easier, to make AOL an easier company to work for, because the way they were doing it was difficult. However, when I signed for the job, it says I give up patent rights and we'll give you maybe $500. Well, screw 'em. I never came forth with those ideas that would have really helped out AOL, and their divisional stuff went down the tubes. It's their own fault, because their greed of wanting all patent rights by a company actually keeps the employees from bringing up new ideas. Well, for me, because I'm not going to give away $1 million idea for $500. That company can stick it. It'll cost them more money. And I probably will give in and go to university and not invent there either. That's a shame. Then student debt I could accrue, figure out ways of paying that off. But it really sucks how people are simply more than happy to take away your inventing rights for a job just to be educated. That's just effed in the head, and it's not fair. Trust me, I wish I could go to school right now, but it's just so expensive, and I give up my patent rights, so I stay at home and teach yourself your calculus, which I did, and It's a bear. It took me about 4 years to understand calculus, and the biggest problem was the simple fact that the teachers assume you learn certain mechanics of mathematics, and they assume it, and they don't say certain things. So you're left doing crazy stuff that doesn't you think is right, but it's wrong. The example in calculus is the partial derivative, that little funny squiggle d with the square. I've always thought that was a squared function, just like x squared. It's not. It's the second derivative, which is usually wind up being a constant. And that second derivative is not a square, but the symbol's the same. In fact, when I really start learning mathematics, I was horrified at the fact that one branch of math uses the same symbol as a different branch of math. They use all the same symbols, but they mean different things. This is why mathematics is such a hard thing, is because they reuse the same symbols in different manners, and if you're not being taught that one area, you think it's somewhere else. But this is where mathematics really requires a formal degree, formalization, because they do all these implied things that you don't know you need to do. That's just another rant. So that's why I don't like mathematics. The teaching of it is because they have certain assumptions that they're not expressed or shown. That's why I like Math Tutor DVD. Guy assumes you don't know a darn thing. And that was the greatest help in math I ever found. But that's just me. He's real awesome. Math Tutor DVD. Yeah, it's a plug. I'm not getting nothing for it. But he helped a lot in my understanding of calculus, the mechanics of it. So that's a rant. It's a long one. Oh well.